How many passports?
You come and say it.
Please, let's count it. Let's count it. Please, let's count it. All the passports.
Registration has closed.
Okay, let's count all these things. How many? 1.
They read you a lot,
2,
so this is.
don't worry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we still have any other ones? 13, 14.
What is you having inside the last night?
Okay, let me see this.
I just
Don't worry, let me see.
it's not registered though. It's not registered.
How many do I count before?
This one is not registered.
I want to know who are these people. Who own this?
This one is not registered.
Where do you get all this one?
Hello? Hello, Mama. This one is not registered. Gentlemen,
But it's about to.
hello.
Back in inside.
This one is not registered.
It's about to be registered.
We know about the
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair.
It's unfair. Imagine the older people perpetuating fraud, which they expect to influence the results of their own party's what do you call that again? Nomination, Abi. And then those guys, they will go on to unleash more and more poverty on their people. A lot of you have your parents who are members of political parties here and there, involved in different shady criminal manipulation to bring about the sadistic, heartless, criminals that are lording it over everybody all over that contraption, Nigeria. But to you, my daddy is a politician. He's all this old timer politician. They have been, all that stuff. But this is exactly what they do. And the end goal, this is not Somalia, somewhere in Yoruba land. Our people look like those who went to go and collect relief materials from World Food Organization, the World Food Program. And the other people who are contributing food to help the victims of, survivors of war. Yoruba land, yo.
In the time of poverty like this, the economic principle of Yusuf is what everybody should apply in his own lives. Eat little, save more. You don't know what is happening. Kese la nri lowo, makasakasa timbo. A dollar was just 800 naira or thereabout a couple of months ago. Now a dollar is over 1,000 naira. How much will it go? Nobody knows. Tori to nse falafulu. Ogba salary ikilawa. Igberaga week. Or gbera resanle like. Eat little and save more. Aye ta nje chicken kola wa yi ma. Aye shawarma ko ma. Aye ice cream ko. Mu gari. Jẹ pọ̀nmọ́, gbàgbé táwọn doctor sọ pé kò ní nutritional value kí ló fẹ́ nutritional value pẹ̀lú kíní jẹ pọ̀nmọ́ mú gààrí orí ẹja wàláì kò rẹ́rìn bọ́ bá.
What are we do today? Today, I will live up my voice in space. Oh, yeah, what I know. You are always there for me. Yeah. Oh, my God. You are my only Lord. Forever when they say,
I will praise the Lord. They have turned our people to Alimajiri of Kaduna, Alimajiri of Kanu. Our people are carrying bag of rice in their hundreds because of hunger. Hunger created by APC, Egbekegbe, in the last 10 years, Nigeria. They destroyed farms. They destroyed economy. They destroyed the currency. They destroyed the morality of the people. They destroyed everything destroyable. Then they want to offer the solution by telling us the contributors to all of this are working among us and now they have their time. Like those of Kaduna. Yeah. They are investigating what El Rufai did to them in Kaduna. And the former speaker, you know, they are probing him now that all the loans he took, there is nothing to show for them. All because he has something to say about Kanu and the subsidy and the economy and his incompetence and other things they are yet to tell us. Here, the Genesis, might just take you there quick, yeah?
I wish to align ourselves with
The 13-member committee was formed in response to the Kaduna debt profile amounting to $587 million and another 85 billion naira, along with 115 contractual liabilities. This development follows a town hall meeting with stakeholders and the public led by Kaduna State Governor Ubasani, addressing the state's financial situation. The Kaduna State House of Assembly is establishing the committee to investigate the methods employed in obtaining the loans, as well as the status of projects abandoned by contractors within the state.
Findings on 3 issues: approvals of all the debts, appropriated funds for the projects, and other finances related to the state's social infrastructure.
Speaking to journalists after the plenary session, House Committee Chairman on Public Accounts, Mugu Yusuf, emphasized the need for this investigation given its public interest.
So by the time we verify through this powerful committee, lucky enough that the Speaker and all members have accepted to constitute, we'll find out to know the position of things. And so that if anybody is involved, whether individual, whether organization, or contractors or contracts are awarded and they are not done properly, we would definitely recommend for sanctions and for refund of all money, regardless of whoever is involved.
Then we're not accusing anybody, but all we are saying is that you cannot, before you collect loan or before they give you loan, you will tell them what you want to use the loan for. And then you cannot collect that loan and then the job is not done and people keep quiet.
The committee has been tasked with submitting its report within 1 month.
But everybody knows that El Rufai collected the money and he stole it. If they can't find what he used the money for in their state, then the money is stolen. This committee, that committee, that is just a drama. Just come out and tell us how much is missing and where do you think the money is. And who collected what? They are already there. All the other things, they are just a bit of a side attraction. But here is what I believe the former speaker of the same Kaduna House had to say about the loan. We did not even approve the loan, he said.
I remain Yusuf Zaidani, member of the legal questions. This is my name. I've been waiting for this day, and the day is today. I suffered a lot, but fighting not give approvals of loans. Some of my colleagues are around. They are still members of this Halo chamber, including my party, the former party speaker. They are all against you. Say I should give governor approvals. I say no. We need to know how many loans we have. Can we pay? I suffered a lot. Now, even the present governor, I met him once. I brought his attention. Your Excellency, these loans, the former governor is taking left, right, and center. I believe he's planning something. He said, no. I said, sir, what's this? Yes. I'll treat them. What's this? Please, you see, they are all our leaders. So, someone may show it. I said, it's okay. I want to supply myself with the mover of this matter of public importance. It's very important to do this. This is the right time. Because the Kaduna state, they can only pay salary. Even the salary sometimes, they have to borrow to pay salary. Thank you.
But the hypocrisy about these guys is that just like the rogues who are with the druggie, the Flumbu, or should I say the criminals who were with Bokuwari, they were all there praising, they would praise you. When the rufai was there, the little Hitler, the Kaduna little finger, it was like the Lord of the Manor. All of them were doing that to him. They were praising him to his face. Now he's no longer that powerful. He can no longer do anything to them. So now, they are now like, you know, but these ones who are there will do the same thing and even worse. And they will never dare say it to his face. That's the hypocrisy of, the power. Because if you dare challenge it, you will not have your own share. And a lot of them want to have their share of the largesse. What do you expect? Well, let's go to another thing. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the leader of the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, appeared in court. I think there are some details you also need to know of what is really going on. I want you to see this first, and I will add that later.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Or after the court case? Can I pass, please? Thank you. I'm recording. Tell Bobo. Oh, okay. Who is it?
Council, just 2 minutes privately. Yeah.
Because no camera, no camera. Came and video last time.
So what happened in their court today? Number one, his own defense, which believes that the Supreme Court ruling that ordered for what they believe a continued or resumed trial with the restoration of all of the last or reinstatement of his bail. But Binta Nyako today threatened to postpone or adjourn Nnamdi Kanu's trial or the sham trial indefinitely. And indefinitely means his case will never be brought up again until whenever they wish. And what's our reason? Our reason is that the defense, that is Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, they were kind of submitting or protesting how the DSS, how they have been treating him and how they have been treating his legal team. That number one, all the applications they put forward before Unyanko have been sort of rejected, even without any real opposition to this from the supposed Nigeria prosecutor. Nnamdi Kanu is not provided with the exclusive sort of a privilege of lawyer-client relationship or sort of privacy. According to his legal team, the DSS in Nigeria, they placed a recording camera in the room where Nnamdi Kanu is engaging with his lawyer. And whenever the lawyer is leaving the facility, especially with a dictate or some dictates from Nnamdi Kanu, like when you rub mind with your clients, and you decided that, okay, yeah, maybe we should try this or try that next, they will take all of this away from him. He is not allowed to take out any sort of writing or so from his clients. He can't sit down to discuss, the case without the DSS sort of recording it, only to go play it to, well, people believe that they sort of transfer that to their lawyer, the prosecuting lawyer, a prosecution lawyer. So his defense team, they've made repeated requests from, repeated requests to the Nyako's court. Number one is access to his own medical doctors for assessment, access to better facilities like medical facilities like hospital. He is suffering from different kind of medical, diagnosis, so to say, So many of them so dangerous that they are life-threatening. I mean, they presented evidence of the supposed doctors, the doctors provided by the DSS to check him. I mean, the DSS provided their own doctors to check him. Their own doctor came out and they gave a report that he needed a serious and urgent medical attention in a better equipped facility. But DSS didn't let him have that. And on several occasions, all of these have been presented as a means of protest, application, request, and all of that to the court of Binta Nyako. And in most cases, Binta Nyako will give order. Oh, let him have access to a better medical facility. Or let his doctor come and check him. And the DSS will blatantly disobey those orders. And when Nnamdi Kanu appeared in their court again, and the same, even last time, he personally made a personal request to Binta Nyako. Save my life, except if you really want me to die, or you are all going to wait till they say he's dying. Now let's release him. He said it right to the face of Binta Nyako. He said, they want me dead. That is why they are doing all of this. They do not have any case to try or anything. They just wanted me dead. They want me dead. And Nyako was angry and mad today that Nnamdi Kanu is not ready to come and defend this case. So she threatened to adjourn it indefinitely if Nnamdi Kanu's defense team failed to put up their defense or whatever by the 20th of May, which is next month. And then that was when she adjourned. It simply means it's going to be a status quo remains. Nothing changes. They want him dead. And I don't know how some of you probably really deals with this. So Nnamdi Kanu is asking that the Igbos should defend themselves as they pursue, they should defend themselves against the Fulani terrorists who are coming to ravage and ransack their land. And what he was saying at the time is what some of you now say freely now. Oh, we need to defend ourselves. We need to stand up. We need to fight this and that. And they are locking him up for that. I mean, I don't know how you will manage to explain to any rational mind not to see this whole thing as the same systemic profiling of the Igbos. Igbophobia in short. Because what exactly would you say he has done to warrant Tinubu to continue the Boko Haram's Fulani jihadist conquest and fight? What? Like somebody would say, majority of those who were the victims of Boko Haram's jihadist terrorist government using the instrumentality of the Nigerian states to hunt down the supposed Nigerians who publicly either exposed their scheme or agenda, or they became very much outspoken against that murderous regime, incarcerated, exiled, or what have you. We have seen how many of them have been let go for some behind-the-scene arrangements that suddenly became working when Tinubu was there. But when it got to that of an Igbo man, that system is no longer working. They are keeping an innocent man in jail with millions of his own comrades kith and kin and kinsmen, so to say. And they are watching how you are actually running this your one Nigeria. I told you, if anybody tells you that don't blame Tifnumbu, blame Bokwari for the illegal detention and the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu, the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, and the attempted of a killing Nnamdi Kanu as soon as possible. All of these are no longer Bokwari's responsibility. Don't ever join them to say, but it was Bokwari now, so you wanted Tifnumbu to release him so that the Fulani sir. It is no longer Bokwari's problem. It is now Tifnumbu's problem. And every day that Nnamdi Kanu spend in that illegal detention, the torture, the denial, and everything, if he dies, Tifnumbu will be held responsible for the death of Nnamdi Kanu. Just as every day is locked up right now, Tifnumbu is responsible for that. And there will be consequences. You may tell yourself, not